that it is. I just want to go over some finding deals on website information with you here. I have my wife Lisa up here, and what we want to talk about is some of the benefits of going to the right sites. And Lisa has a wealth of knowledge because when we did start off, we were going to a lot of these sites, and we were actively pursuing deals of our own before we actually put a system and a funnel together. So I'd like for Lisa, if you would, I didn't even ask you to come up here, I just called you up. I just wanted for you guys to benefit of how much benefit I get on a day-to-day. I'll give you guys a taste of it. Would you guys like to have Lisa pick out some of the top sites for you guys? Would you guys like that? All right. Lisa is totally responsible for my success because she always pushes me in the right direction. So obviously we got loopnet.com, and I walked them through the Google toolbar search.
Okay.
And yeah, you are.
No. Can you hear me?
Yeah, let me turn it up just a hair. But go ahead and let's talk about the next site after LoopNet, because we all know about LoopNet. I know you promote that. What about landandfarm.com, Lisa?
Land and Farm, it's a good site. It's a free site to use. It's a lot of owners on there, so you don't have to so much deal with the brokers. There's a lot of FSBOs, and it is what it says, Land and Farms, but you find a lot of good acreage, and it's nationwide.
Cool. Perfect. And then what about City Feet?
City Feet is a good site. There's not so much land on here. There's a little bit, but it's mostly like office, retail, industrial, multifamily. It is a free-to-use site as well. And on here, you'll find deals from owners as well as brokers.
Cool.
So it's a good site to check out.
And let's just run through the last three: NAI Global, Hotels-FSBO. Now, Hotels-FSBO, that's what, for sale by owner?
That's for sale by owners, hotel onlys nationwide. And it's also a free-to-use site. So if you're looking for hotels, it's great.
Right. We're not looking for hotels, but if somebody's looking for them, that would be a good site.
This would be the site to go to, yes.
But what happens with people that own hotels? Do they also own other property? Absolutely they do. And that's something very, very important. A follow-up question is always to ask, well, what other properties do you own? And that's really, really important. I would have asked this guy on the last call, but obviously at that point in our conversation, I wasn't interested to talk with him about his deals any longer. Okay. All right. And then commercial search?
Commercial search is good. It's a free-to-use site, but it's limited to only specific states. It's California, Colorado, Maine, Massachusetts, Missouri, New Hampshire, North and South Carolina, Oklahoma, Washington, Utah, and Vermont.
Cool.
So if you're looking for properties in those states, it's a good site to use. It's land as well as retail and office space and everything else, so it's good. And
the reason why we put that one in there is because all of these states are super hot states to go look for property on. These are all really, really great states. I'm going to turn the page for you. So, just pick out some of your favorites on there.
Sure.
All right, so let's pick out Lisa's favorites on this page, and that way versus going through all of them.
Sure. CoStar, that's a great site to go to. There is a fee to use this site. It's about $30 a month, but it's well worth it. It's similar to LoopNet, but they have a couple different properties on there that LoopNet does not have.
Cool.
So that's a good site. Eland USA. That's all vacant land for sale, and you'll find a lot of owners on here. So you'll be able to deal directly with them, so that's also a really good site. Landbluebook.com. That's land also for sale with a lot of owners. That's also a free-to-use site.
Okay, so your favorite on this page would be CoStar. It would be Land Blue Book.
And elandusa.com.
And elandusa.com was your favorite on there. What are your favorites on this site? Would just LoopNet or what other else?
I would say LoopNet. I also like cityfeet.com on here.
CityFeet's a great site.
CityFeet's a good site, yeah.
Yeah, you guys will find a lot of property on that site. Okay. And then 3 more pages, so just pick your favorites.
Sure.
Obviously that one's great.
mobilehomeparkstore.com. Great site if you're looking for mobile home parks. It's a free-to-use site. There's a lot of owners on here that are selling parks. We are 21. The great thing about this site is that you can pull up, which is great for sending mailing lists. You can pull up every mobile home parks site that there is in the whole United States. And it gives you the location of the site, the owner's name, and the owner's phone number, and a lot of times the email address. So it's a great site that maybe if you don't see a listing on there that's for sale, you could do a mailing campaign to the owner directly. He might be thinking about selling, but maybe hasn't listed it yet. But that's a really good thing to do, like an email blast or a mailing campaign. So that's a great, great, great site to check out.
That?
MobileHomeParkStore.com.
Yeah, I pulled it up for him while you were out of the room.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites for that. eBay. eBay is a great site to find deals. Don't you agree?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's where the senior living facility was, as I said.
Yep, eBay's fabulous for that. IzzyLand.com, that's a good site for land. It's a free-to-use site. A lot of just owners on there.
Just make sure when you use IzzyLand.com, you guys stay focused on the cash flow and getting it to be positive cash flow, because that's what's going to change the ways in your life, is having that cash flow. When it comes to land, remember that land is not income producing unless you put something on it that's income producing, or unless you're using something like maybe storage or doing something creative. But for the most part, we only get into land for joint venture, or we're getting into land to turn it to its highest and best use. Okay.
On page 22, it's fastfacility.com. That's a great site. There's commercial real estate all over the world on there. So if you're looking outside the country, that's very good. And it's also a free-to-use site.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was fastfacility.com?
Fastfacility.com. Mm-hmm.
Great.
On page 23, I like PMCRE.com. That's a good site, but it's strictly for the Carolinas. So if you're looking there, that's a really good site as well.
And guys, the Carolinas, there's so much opportunity out there. And there truly is. There's a lot of development happening. And not only that, they did a complete revitalization in a few of the downtown areas in both North Carolina and South Carolina. So the Carolinas, I would definitely suggest moving forward and taking a good look there.
GordonCommercial.com. It's properties for sale in California. But there's a, I'm sorry? Oh, it's page 23.
At the bottom.
The bottom of the page. GordonCommercial.com. It's just California. But I like this site because there's a lot of owners on here. So it's not only the broker. So you find some good stuff in California on here.
All right.
Okay.
So you got all of her favorites there.
Those are the sites that I use a lot, that I go on, that I've had success with.
Cool. Very good. Guys, can we give Lisa a big round of applause? Thank you, Lisa. Very good. Very good. All right. Google toolbar. That's it. Yeah. That's another boot camp. All right. So, you know, the power of the internet is obviously really to date. Using these sites with the toolbar, you guys can see how quickly the deals are going to come through the pipe. And it's up to you to sit there, pre-screen them quickly through the cash flow system, through all the additional information, through all the additional tools, through the systems. And that way we move forward and we get deals done. But can we get one deal done? Absolutely we can. Can we? Of course we can, guys. Get in, get out, get rich.